friends, hello and welcome back. Hope everyone's having a lovely day. So we're talking about the captain's cards. We're seeing more and more people use them. It's like a synergy. It is a synergy, pretty much a synergy. What else do they call them in other game modes, where you can have so many of the same players on a team, or same many of some type of player, and all of those players get a boost on a team. And we've seen it with the program where you get the hitters and a pitcher's captain thing. But that program, a lot of those require you to use all of the same team. Maybe it's difficult, you don't want to use the same team. So what you end up having to do is look at possibly some of the ones they released on the auction house in the marketplace via the packs, what have you, that give you the option with a lot more flexibility. These bad boys currently location season 1 captain's choice pack. I'd imagine that's where they're all at, right? Yeah, all in a season 1 captain's choice pack. All worth a pretty penny right now. I'd imagine there is no telling what they do with these packs, because they're not very communicative when it comes to how long they keep a pack in a marketplace or whatever. But I would imagine these are the type of cards, great investments when the pack goes away, because people are going to continue to want them as long as there's a limited amount of them. We're going to go ahead and go over these 6 players and which one is the best possible one right now. I mean, for the Clayton Kershaw, you get the plus 10 hits per 9 contact versus righties, power versus righties. You gotta like that one. You can hit the hits per 9 batting clutch. I mean, it does both your categories. That's of course if you have 18 left-handed hitters and pitchers on your squad, or 13 left-handed pitchers and hitters on your squad for this particular. Now the thing with that is, I don't really like the lefty thing, because then you're kind of handicapping yourself to an extent, or everybody's on the same side. But if you like batting with lefties, I mean, hey, go right ahead. If you can find enough lefties that bat good against righties, lefties, say go ahead. I would like to see the Ks per 9 instead of the hits per 9 though. Hits per 9, I guess it's not terrible when you're playing online. Clayton Kershaw though, the thing is with Kershaw, he's in your lineup. Kershaw's a great card, a stellar player. He just doesn't throw hard, which is a concern. Then there's Carlos Santana, plus 8 contact versus righties, plus 8 contact versus lefties. You need 10 switch hitters on your squad, so an interesting one there. Plus 5 batting clutch. Of course, we're talking if you have 10 plus on your team. And then there is the Trevor Hoffman, plus 10 hits per 9, plus 10 K per 9, plus 5 batting clutch. 6 pitchers that have reached 45 saves in a season on your squad. Pitchers that have reached 45 saves in a season. Yeah, that's 10 hits per 9 Ks per 9. Okay, it's all pitching. All pitching categories for Trevor Hoffman. So, again, I'm a little worried about that one. It's not a bad one though if you're going for the pitching. I mean, the pitching clutch is important. The Ks per 9, hits per 9 really boosting those categories. I really like the Mark Pryor though. I mean, you get 6 standout series players on your squad, plus 15 Ks per 9, plus 10 hits per 9, plus 15 power versus righties, plus 10 batting clutch. I mean, they are checking off a lot of boxes with that Mark Pryor. It's a starting pitcher. He throws, he doesn't throw gas, but he throws 95. And, again, I just love the idea of having Ks per 9, hits per 9. If you're playing online, you're playing offline, it just makes it that much easier to strike players out, because it shrinks the PCI, and just the computer just whiffs a lot more. I love me a good computer game with a guy that strikes a lot of guys out. His Ks per 9 already hard or high. We're going to go right over here to the inventory real quickly. Can we filter by standouts here? I don't think you can you? Now it's all flashbacks. I would like to see the standout series players. I'm trying to think how you can possibly see that. If there's some series uniforms, unlockables, I don't think there is. I don't know how you can tell who's a standout series player, because the thing is, the standout series right now is, there might be a database online actually, but right now there's only like 5 of them, I want to say 5 or 4 online, or that are available to buy. So you can get the boost, but you're limited to, you can get 5. You're limited to these 5. But again, it's not a bad, right now, a great idea really to buy them while they're in packs where they're only 5K, because if, we get a 6th one, if a lot more people start doing these, you might see the price of those go up as well. Going back to the captain, I think the one I like the most is actually, is it David Ortiz? I think it's David Ortiz. Plus 10 contact versus righties, plus 10 power versus righties, plus 5 contact versus lefty. That's some of everything. 8 hitters from the years 2000 to 2009. And the reason I like it the most is because I think this one allows you the most flexibility, because you're going to have a lot of players to choose from 2000 to 2009. A lot of players, even more so, depending how old you are playing this game, kind of a lot of our generation's players, a lot of players we remember seeing grow up and play. It's like, for me at least, it's a little more enjoyable to play with players. I know who they are. I've seen play and stuff. So I do like that one. And again, you can't beat the contact power, plus 10 on both of them against the righties. You see a lot of righties in the game, and you can always tailor your team to that too, right? Maybe somebody's better against the lefties, Then you can go and get that balance against the righties. The only thing with David Ortiz is you got to throw him on DH. Then there's Seiya Suzuki, plus 15 power, plus 15 contact versus righties, plus 10 hits per 9, plus 15 walks per 9. Not worried about the walks per 9 per much, but the plus 10, 9 fulfill boost requirement on your squad. 5 players that fulfill boost requirement on your squad. Players from Asia. Now, this is difficult. This is the one. It's a great card, and the reason they boost it so much is because it's a great card, but it's such a difficult one to find Asian-born players. I mean, just going down a list of options real quickly. California, Cuba, Georgia, Texas, Georgia, Monty Irvin's Alabama, DeGrom, Jeanette's Virginia, Soler's Cuba, Kyle Rayleigh's America, Dante Bichette's somewhere in America, Florida. The options are very short. I can think of Shohei, and I can think of this guy. I can think of Ichiro. I mean, besides that, there's not a lot of options, so that makes it a very difficult one. And I'm always looking for the flexibility there. Oh, you know what? There's actually, do they have the World Baseball Classic type of cards out there? I'm trying to think if there's other thing, because those had a lot last year, right? Who am I thinking of? Hung Sung. You can have Hung Sung. There's a Japan one. No, we already seen Shohei. Dang it. I can't think of it. But that's another one. I think it is Hung Sung Kim. Is that his name? I think that's his name. Let me look. Padres. I'm not got the highest rated card right now. South Korea. Besides that, though, I mean, it's tough. Salas. I feel like these guys got a couple of them. I feel like they got a couple players. Matsui. Yeah, Matsui's another one. Yuki Matsui. You can throw him in a relief. But, I think you want to maximize it, right? These are the best you can. So I go back to it and I say, again, for right now, I really think that David Ortiz one's stellar. If you want to go with the pitching one, Mark Pryor, I mean, really, you can go with both, right? You can get the pitcher and the double dip. Because you can get 6 standout series players. You can get 5. You can get 3 standout series cards and get a plus 10 on the power. Pretty easy to obtain that, really. And you're going to get the plus 10 on the Ks per 9, plus 5 hits per 9. And then you can still get the David Ortiz. I think you can, right? Yeah, 8 hitters. Because, that's 11 hitters. So you can still get the 2000 2009 for the plus 10 there. Or if you go 11 hitters, you can get it in that department. But I like that. I like going with the standout one because, again, you're going to get... The thing is, you got a lot of hitters right now. Let me go back to that. One more time. Mark Pryor, because he's boosting a Ks per 9 and a hits per 9. And it's really just him that's getting the boost right now. You're still going to get that mild power boost for some of these guys, which, you can never go wrong with a little extra power. That's going to help Konerko out a little bit. Comey, it's not going to help out at all. Ken Griffey Jr. get his power up a little bit more. Michael Young, same story. You see guys like Michael Young. That's the guys that really, I think, benefit the most. Michael Young, now, did he play? See, I wish I had a timeline. Really not 2000, right? What's this card say? 2009. See, that's a perfect one, because you're going to get a Michael Young that's 116 by 100. He's going to double dip your synergy, right? And then he's going to plus 10 on your one side, plus 10 on the other side, and he's going to do it on 2 captains. I mean, I love a guy like Michael Young. I'm going to be surprised if over time his card does not get people catch on that, his card goes back up, because that's going to be a stellar card. I mean, you consider he's already 100 on both sides. What is he? 83 by... I'm going to get that right. 80 by 70. You go back to the captain's thing, and... Assuming they let you double dip. I'm assuming they would. I don't know whether they wouldn't. The David Ortiz one to get you plus 10 contact, plus 10 power against the righties. The Mark Pryor is going to get you plus 15 power. So you're going to get a plus 25 power. It's going to be 105 there. The lefties would still be a little weak. But pretty solid card there to say the very least. Nonetheless, that's going to wrap things up for this video. As always, hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.